Amber Heard to lose L'Oreal. Now, I'm just calling it, okay? I'm announcing it. I don't care whether L'Oreal has made it official yet. It will be. I called it. I told you so. She's gonna lose Aquaman. The shit's just mounting. I warned somebody. I said, look what happened to Henry Cavill when he said about the Me Too movement that he doesn't want to talk to girls anymore because he's afraid of being called a rapist. And then he got slandered and harassed, and everybody, like, he had to apologize. Matt Damon said, there's a spectrum of rape. Like, there's a difference between, like, flirting and raping. He said there's a spectrum. It's like, it's not just all rape. And then he got shamed and he had to, like, shut up. And I said, this is a disaster. And I warned, I said, this is going to happen where people are going to be called rapists and abusers just because we got people like Amber Heard who are going to be opportunists, right? And so it happened. And when I was warning against this, when I brought this up, that this is going to happen, guess what? I was told that maybe I'm a bit rapey. So I got scolded by the Me Too movement for saying this is going to backfire badly. The idea that believe people regardless of whether they have any evidence. And I mean, believe it or not, but there are nice, good-looking white men out there that are just really nice guys that are not rapists. But why would they? I mean, I wouldn't say I'm good-looking. I'm average-looking. But I'm not going to bother anymore. It's a fact. If you try to hit on a girl in a bar, she will very often give you a creeped out, you're a perv, you're creepy, he's creepy attitude. Not because I'm necessarily creepy, but because they're just on a power trip, or because they're not into me, or because I'm too old or something. Like, there's a myriad of reasons why a girl will power trip or act creeped out, other than the fact that I'm a rapist? No. Or an abuser? This guy Johnny Depp is probably a harmless, nice guy. And his career was pretty much ruined. He lost everything because of the Me Too movement. I think maybe men should create a Me 3 movement. White, nice guys. Me 3, because I was called out as I was accused of being a rapist. I mean, you're a white man. Obviously, you're a rapist, and obviously, you're a racist. Why bother explaining or defending yourself? And I want to touch on something that I touched on in my previous video, which is that the future, where is the future going to go with all this shit? I'll tell you where the future's going to go, is that Hollywood is, like, over. Nobody's going to watch the Oscars anymore. Nobody's going to watch the movies anymore. The actors are not going to have power anymore. People are just sick to death of these moral authorities who have never even read a book, but they know everything about gender. They know everything about racism. Like I said before, people are going to pay attention to somebody who... People are going to have more respect for people who have, like, studied gender studies their whole lives and got a PhD in it. Those are the people that should be speaking about it, not people like Amber Heard. These opportunists who have very questionable... their integrity is very much in question, and they're gonna act like moral authorities. No, it's over. Oh, and I went on Amber Heard's Instagram, and she turned off comments because it was just too much fun. People were just, like, tearing her a new one. And, I've said it before, there's only so many race cards that can be played. And then we got these jerk-offs like Kanye West playing the race cards. It's like, stop playing all the race cards. Somebody actually might need one. And then it becomes like people roll their eyes when there is an injustice. Amber Heard, she played all the Me Too cards. for herself when some woman was actually probably being battered. And that woman didn't get any attention because Amber Heard wanted all the attention for her own profiteering. And like, making somebody feel uncomfortable is a bad thing, but it's not the same as rape, right? Like, you could accidentally say the wrong thing to somebody, but they can't just turn around and say, "Oh, you're abusing me." I could accidentally say that, I don't know, you look, I don't really like your dress. But then I'm going to be called a rapist. Henry Cavill. I mean, this is my favorite one. Henry Cavill was asked about the Me Too movement, and he said, "Well, I'm afraid that I don't even bother talking to girls anymore because I don't want to be called a rapist." And then he got attacked, so he had to apologize. But do you think he's going to try to talk to girls anymore? Of course not. And then I brought it up, and then I was accused of being a rapist, basically. So you can't even like talk anymore, and that's a shame. That's a tragedy. I mean, it's like a bully. It's a nerd bully culture. You can't even talk anymore without somebody attacking you, and that's why Hollywood is going down the toilet. And I think Hollywood knows it's going down the toilet, and that's why independent movies are the new thing. Marvel, I think, is over. It's all over because it's just the United States has turned into Canada. They're just so insecure, they're so self-conscious that they can't do anything anymore. And as a wannabe writer, I'm especially threatened by all of this, because now when I write a story, I have to actually think about what the genders are, because I have to, or I couldn't write a story with all white people or all tall people or all males, because then it's questioned. How could J.K. Rowling, what's his name, the guy that wrote Lord of the Rings, how would he have been able to do that if he had to be like, well, I've got to have a lesbian, I have to have a transgendered, I have to, I mean, so much for creativity. Because guess what? We all have issues. Like Alfred Hitchcock, he obviously had issues with blonde women. Like he had a fascination with them, whatever, attraction to them. Well, then, Alfred Hitchcock, you can't have hot blonde women in your movie anymore. So much for all the movies, great movies he made, right? Cancel them. Like any great artist is going to have issues, and those issues will surface in their writing or their paintings or their music. But if you start slandering them as like, oh, that's wrong, that's politically incorrect, nobody's going to make art anymore. Yeah, anyways, that's it. She's going to lose her L'Oreal Cup campaign or whatever the hell. She's going to be ostracized. She's going to be kicked out of culture. Her career is over, and I'm loving it. And I'm just going to make a video every day about it because it's my favorite thing right now. I love seeing hypocrites exposed. Moral authority, my ass. If you like gays, click like. If you like blacks, comment. If you like women, click notification bell. If you like gay women, subscribe. And if you like gay black women, Patreon, human warnings.